Welcome to Norheim's garage. Just got the bolts for the drive shaft. We're going to see here if we can drill up the holes and make them fit. Yeah, as I said, I got the bolts for the drive shaft. I bought a few different lengths just to see, because some of these bolts have an area which is not threaded, and some bolts is threaded all the way. I don't know if this has any significance for the bolts or not. The original bolts for the other drive shaft I have has the non-threaded area, because if you measure this threaded area and this area here, it's almost the same measurements. But if I'm using this non-threaded bolt, I don't have to cut them or anything, I can just fit them in. But if I'm using this, I need to cut the bolt to the right length, so it doesn't have any sticky out bit outside the nut. There's also another thing which is could be a problem, or I don't think it's a problem, but it could be, because as you can see, the area from the hole and into this center bit is a lot smaller than this. Here you can see it has a, so here the bolt will turn, but on this one it won't turn. So it might be possible to maybe take off a little bit of the material here to make it turn, or I can just use this area here to turn, because this area will have space for the turning of the bolt or the nut or whatever. But I can see that after. I need to use this rammer to widen up the hole a little bit, so I can get the bolt in. This one is of course good enough. And also going to use some lock nuts on these. These are actually the, I'm not sure the grading system in inches, but this is a metric bolt. It has a grading of, not sure if you can see that, but it's 10.9 grade. And the nuts I bought is also 10.9. These are lock nuts. You can see it's it doesn't have the plastic ring here, but it's a little bit oval shape on it, so it will clinch on the bolt. This one here has the plastic ring, but that is 8.8 grade. So I'm going to use these. This could also well be a problem to get off. In a few years, if it rusts, it will be a lot tighter to get off. But I'm going to take that chance. But now I'm going to see if I can drill up these holes. Yeah, now we're going to see if we can do this. Not sure if you're going to be able to see anything, but I will try. Should have some oil on it. see if we can. It's not that easy to get it accurately down, it's a little bit wobbly, but don't think that is the overly important to get it kind of that straight. Now the bolt goes in and it's tight. We're just going to take the next one. The best thing will probably be to have a drill press and put this up and drill it in, but I don't think these rammers are meant to be in a drill. I think they are meant to be using by hand. That is fine. I can take the edge off it after, just so it doesn't have any sharp edges. Yes, then it's done. Then I can do the drive shaft, the one end of the drive shaft, and I will come back. Yes, then I'm finished with the rammer, and you can see how the bolt's gonna fit. But first I'm gonna say I bought 10 of these without the ones that's threaded all the way, and 8 of these, and 8 of these, and 10 nuts in this 10.9 grade, and that was half the price of a set of these, just so you're aware that it's possible to get bolts and nuts cheaper than buying the whole set that's specified or specific for the drive shaft. It's the same grade, 10.9 grade. So do some research and figure out where you can buy cheaper bolts if you have to. Yes, let us see how we can fit this on. I have some different nuts which is not lock nuts to now when I'm just gonna fit it together, and I'm gonna use these when it's ready to assemble for the last time. Not gonna use this before that. So I'm gonna try to get this thing on here just to see if the bolts will fit. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think the bolt is going to go this way through. And the nut has to be on this side. Of course, if that's wrong, you can make a comment on it, and I will change it to the different setup if anything. But looks like I have to cut the bolt a little bit. I think this lock nut is a little bit longer, so might not cut overly much off. But I don't think this is going to be a problem for the rear axle. But I will try it when I get it on after. So I think this is going to fit here. So, and this one is of course going to fit in here. Maybe take a bolt on here also before I. It's a little bit tighter fit on this thing here. But here now we see the problem with the that you can't turn it properly here. But you can turn it on this side, so it's I don't think it's a big problem. Like this. Yes. And I also don't think doesn't matter if it sticks out a little bit here. It would be worse if this sticks out here, or as you can see, it will probably touch something if this bolt was on. But if I were to use this with the non-threaded area, I had to cut them, of course. I will now try to fit this back on with this the new bolts, and I will come back to you. Yeah, now it's fitted back on. Maybe I should have some lights on here. It's a perfect fit, of course. I don't think this will be any issue here with the bolts at this long. And also on this side, I think that's fine with the length of the bolts. I don't have to cut them. Hopefully now the drive shaft is fitted, test fitted for the last time, and everything is ready for mounting it up for the last time after the rest is test fitted. So I think that will be for the drive shaft for today. I have something else I can show you. I just have to lowering the car and I will come back. Yeah, this is what I'm working on at the moment. I'm trying to get the alternator bracket to fit and the alternator, but there is some clearance issue here with this bar. I can probably cut off this a little bit and make it fit, but then it will be a problem with if I'm getting a thicker bar here. So I think I need to make another bracket. Also the alternator, I have this is the alternator from the V20. It is too tight in here to get this on. Doesn't have any room for any adjustments or anything, so I need to get another alternator, which is a little bit smaller. And I also need to get this wheel for the belt. I don't have that. Need to fit on this wheel that goes on the water pump, so I can line up these things. I'm also working on the inlet manifold. I cut it just to get it in here. I need to cut a little bit more, like in here. So I can make a plenum, isn't that what they called? So I can get it like, so it goes wider and wider and wider and into the throttle body, which is going to be approximately here, and go into a air filter somewhere. But I also need to figure out if I need to cut this one further in, so because it has a angled that way and it should be angled this way. And it's the same thing with this. If I need to, maybe I should cut it all the way in and make a pipe out, straight out, instead of. It could also well be that it's good enough if I cut it maybe in here somewhere. Or, I will have a look at that when it comes to that point. But this was just to make some measurements. Yeah, and I also wanted to either cut this off or straighten it up. So this is kind of upright. This looks a little bit stupid with this angled like this. So we'll see if I can just cut it, straight it. If I can't, I just cut it off, weld it, and I will put the a pipe into this hole, and maybe try to get the pipe up here, or a tube or whatever, with a screw cork on it. So we'll see. There is a lot of small bits and pieces which has to get together. I don't want to work on this after it's painted, because it's just a pain in the ass to not scratch anything. So I want to have everything sorted, so it's just plug and play when it comes to that point. So if there is any questions about anything, you can make a comment. I also need some input of maybe the inlet manifold, how to actually do this a little bit better. I can buy one of these for the B21. They have a inlet manifold which is from the I think it's the E model, which goes up like this, and that has much straighter pipes here. But everything costs money, so I think I want to try to make things as much as possible. Doesn't have to buy everything just because. So and it's also funny to make things and make it work. So, but if there is anything, just make a comment. So I will see what I can do. But for now, I think it's enough for this video. So I will just say bye and see you later.